Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishalis, and it is time to focus. And today we are just focusing on the Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. What took place Saturday night, Soldier Field. Brandon, how we doing? And by the way, I'm joined by from Raise the Bar TV, Brandon James. Brandon, how we doing?
Good, Brandon James from Raise the Bar TV. We watched the game together, and what an epic, for 3 quarters. Just the typical Bears, and then 25 unanswered point, or 28 answered points technically.
Well, yeah, let's start with the ugly. Let's start beginning of this game. Bears get the ball to start. They elected to receive. You don't see that too much, but I think in the playoff game, and we said that I think they needed to gain momentum first. So they get down the field, they get the field goal. You wanted a touchdown. We were kind of demoralized. Then the Packers go down the field, Brandon, and score 3 unanswered touchdowns. We go to halftime. It's 21-3. You and my sister kind of were giving up, Brandon. Like, I don't give up on this team. I wasn't feeling confident, but I don't give up on this team after seeing they had 6 fourth-quarter comebacks before this. At 21-3, what was your thoughts going into a halftime?
Just the typical Bears, I don't know what it has been all season. They just can't play 4 quarters of straight good football. And then the defense played great in the second half when they switched over to zone defense. But at that point, what can change? Anything can happen to this team. This team don't give up. And then it flipped. Definitely.
Brandon, you probably don't have it handy because I didn't bring it up to you, but I'll try. Let me try to get it here. Let me try to get the scoring plays here. I don't know if Google gives you the scoring plays, but I don't think they give you the scoring plays. So the Packers scored 7 in the first, 14 in the second. Third quarter, the Bears do get a field goal to end the third, or I don't know if it was to end the third, but they make it so it's 21-6 going into the fourth quarter. Brandon, what are your thoughts there? They're at a point where everything once again had to go right, and I mean the magic ran out the last 2 weeks against the Niners, against the Lions. At 21-6, Packer fans were already booking their flights to Seattle.
Yeah, Al Michaels was booking in the second quarter.
Yeah, second quarter is already like, well, he don't have a game, but he's like, deliver my steak to Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, you never know with this team, and obviously something switched. But for the fourth quarter, they kicked a field goal, made it 21-9. Packers punted, and they got a touchdown, made 21-16. Packers scored a touchdown, 27-16, and the Bears scored another touchdown, was 27-24, and then Packers missed a field goal. They scored down a touchdown to end the game. But yeah, I mean, giving up, Caleb Williams had 55 yards going into in the first half. He ended up with like 366 yards. People can say what he wants, that he's inaccurate. A lot of Packers saying he's a bust. He just missed it by 4,000 yards. I gotta say it, Ben Johnson I can give full credit to Ben Johnson to turning this kid around from last year with no coaching staff, or he had to watch film by himself, supposedly the report, to now where he's at now. Phenomenal young kid.
And I mean, the confidence is there for him. I mean, I was dogging him on the post game, and he grated the cheese on there. He was having fun.
He did.
He's focused. You can enjoy this for a little bit, and you got to. You don't know who your opponent is, so
right.
We'll get to that in the second part of the show. But now you got to look at it from the Packers standpoint. First off, McManus, their kicker.
Yeah.
A combined missed 7 points. They lost by 4. Is this man a Green Bay Packer by the time that we're recording this Saturday night? Is he a Packer by the time this show airs Monday at 3:12?
I don't know. I mean, I think they released a kicker earlier in the year because of the same situation. This guy's supposed to be money, but they call it the Windy City for nothing. But he might be out. I know we're probably get to the Matt LaFleur thing. They may have a whole new coaching staff coming into 2026, 2027.
Before we came on, I was watching Fox 32's post-game coverage, and their sports guy thinks it's almost inevitable that meltdown. Like, I know there was reports before the game saying his job was safe, and I think they said the only way the job wasn't safe is if they got blown out. but isn't in the same category blowing a 21-6 lead?
Yeah, getting blown out. Yeah,
I mean,
but
and he's going to find a job. If they fire him, he's going to find a job quick. And also, is this a John Harbaugh spot?
I don't want to see John Harbaugh in our division. He's not an offensive guy; he's a special teams guy, but he's a good head coach.
He got a Super Bowl.
And I don't, I mean, that could be a job to open. Does he want to spend his winters in Green Bay? I mean,
well, Baltimore's not exactly sunny and 80. It's cold.
He said he had 3 to 4 teams on his list.
Miami, the Packers losing isn't going to help. Giant fans aren't going to be happy because if the Packers fire LaFleur, that adds another one. If the Steelers, then add that to the mix. If the Steelers lose and the Steelers fire Tomlin, there's going to be a lot of big coaches available. What if the Packers go swoop up Mike Tomlin?
Right. I mean, and then looking like, it's not something, but the Bears GM Ian Cunningham, I think he's gonna be a new general manager for the Falcons.
He had an interview. By the way, Matt Ryan got the
what is this now? What does he know? He's a quarterback. What does he know about the day-to-day operations of a football team?
Tom Brady does it. He's doing fine.
Tom Brady said he's doing the what if he goes?
He's
to
helping
Oakland?
he's helping with the Well, he's not Oakland, Vegas.
Or Vegas. He's helping with the.
He's part of ownership. And John Lynch does stuff with the Niners. What game is
he doing? What game did he? I know
he's doing the. He did the Sunday Niner Eagle game.
Oh.
I think they probably begged, don't give us another Bear game, even though the Bear games they've had have been exciting. But they've done 5.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I can see them calling the Bears game next week.
Or this week. I think they give it to the 1 seed. We'd probably get the crew that called the Panther game, which is Joe Davis, who's the 8. He's the guy that calls the World Series, and Greg Olsen.
Yeah. Greg Olsen, I mean, they're not, even though he's not the big guy, but he's a second big guy. I mean, he would be the top guy if it wasn't for.
He's gonna what'll get away for Greg Olsen. He got to call a game for his Panthers, and now, but I don't think he likes the Bears franchise.
No,
they did him dirty.
He was on that team that the last time they went to the playoffs.
And by the way, first Bears playoff win since, what was the final? 31-27?
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Bears. First playoff win since January of 2011, which I believe was the game before they lost to the Packers, right?
Yes.
In the NFC. So the division round, I don't know against who. Was that Seattle?
Seattle, and they lost to Green Bay.
Yeah. So, and I mean, coming from Bear fans that live in Wisconsin and have had to deal with this rivalry, and I've told people before this, it has not been a rivalry for 10, 15 years. By the way, I got an answer to the question. I asked Brandon when he was here, who's the last Bears quarterback to beat the Packers twice in a season? Who do you think it was? You might be surprised.
Justin Fields?
No, Mitch Trubisky, 2018. They swept them that year. I didn't know the Bears had swept them.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about it. That was the year.
They made it, right?
That was the last year. Yeah, because they clinched it against them.
They did?
Yeah. It was.
I don't even remember them sweeping them.
And then I remember our Justin Murphy had a watch along that day.
Were the Packers good in 2018?
No, they sucked.
Was that one of the year? Was that when Rodgers was out for the year? Did he get hurt?
No, he was there. That was the double doink game. That was the same year.
Yeah. So because they didn't win a playoff game, obviously. So
no, they lost. They lost. What they had, I think that team had a chance to go to the NFC Championship game.
Did the Eagles went on to win the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, they were the number 1 seed that year.
Maybe number 2 seed's the right spot for them.
I never know.
And we're going to talk in just a second about. We're going to take a timeout in a minute, but before we do that, I just want to talk about this. We are Bear fans from Wisconsin. We've had to deal with Packer fans and Wisconsin fans. I had to deal with this a few months ago with the Brewers beating the Cubs. Cubs are my team. By the way, Alex Bregman signed a 5-year, $175 million deal in the middle of this game, but I'm not letting that get to me right now. But Brandon can tell you. Brandon, what was my reaction when you told me to look at my phone? Brandon just said, Cubs, look at your phone. And what did I do? You swear the Bears scored a touchdown.
Yeah, well, pretty much the Bears are Ryan's Cubs to me. So the Bears are my number 1 team. Ryan's is, the Cubs. And so,
But go ahead.
It's been a long time. I mean, us as Bear fans, we deserve this at some point. I said this before, and it's a sad thing to say, but McCaskey dying, it brought Ben Johnson here. And I was going to say that too, because if she was still alive, I don't think they would have signed him.
And I think they're winning because of her. Because I think her right now and Steve McMichael are sitting at one of these big bars with Walter Payton and everyone else, and they enjoyed that game. They had the best seats in the house for that game.
Hey, so we were kind of rigging them, but they went on that big fourth quarter. So did Brian Urlacher have something to do with the 25 points in the fourth quarter?
We were laughing because because they were down 21-6 to start the fourth quarter. They bring a Brian Urlacher on the field to wave the towel, and no one was interested.
And we
were laughing.
We talked about the 4 phase, and I don't really know if it's 4 phase, but the first phase I think is the offense, second phase is defense, third phase is special teams, and the fans of the fourth phase. I think that's what that means.
I like that because that's like Seattle's the 12th man because they're the 12th man on the field.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've dealt with this. I just dealt with this with the Brewers beating the Cubs. Wisconsin had the advantage. The last time these two teams met in the playoffs, Packers beat the Bears. And even that last game, the Randall Cobb game, you had that. And ever since then, you had to deal with Favre, Rodgers, and then the heartbreaking losses. All of a sudden, game-winning field goal at the end of last year came within a field goal of an interception, one play, you could say, of winning the first one. Then Bears were down. They come back and win that second matchup in Week 16. Then this team goes on, and then this game where the Packers had a 21-6 lead. Brandon, and before I finish my statement, how many Packer fans do you think at halftime already booked their flights to go see the Packers play in Seattle next week?
Probably 99.9%.
I'd love to find out. There had to be someone that booked their flights. Had to.
Yeah, there had to be that one idiot.
And but anyway, we've gotten our asses kicked by this team, and the Bears are starting to become my second team. This is the most I've ever been into the Chicago Bears. I don't know if it's because I have to cover them more for doing it, but the Bulls don't pull their shit together. Bears are passing them up. So I can almost as my favorite teams.
Shit, the Hawks may go over the Bulls.
Hawks are even doing it too. So it is what it is. But I'm just telling you right now, Chicago, this rivalry is officially changed. The Bears now have bragging rights for a year, and they will not be able to take this away from you. Wisconsin will be quiet. This even takes away, folks. This takes away that Brewer win over the Cubs because the Brewers aren't as big. The Packers are the heartbeat of this state, and they've got their hearts broken by the Bears twice in a month. The rivalry has shifted to Chicago, ladies and gentlemen.
No, and it's really good after the game. I mean, see Ben Johnson showing a lot of emotions. I mean, he turned the whole city franchise around. Ryan, I'm hard to say this, but the Bears are the number one thing in Chicago.
Oh, 100%.
Cubs are probably number 2.
No, because the Cubs, it's different because the Cubs, it's taken a step back since, I'm telling you right now.
White Sox.
The Bears, I think it's because the Bears have the longest drought in the city.
Yeah.
They're the only team we have not been alive. I don't remember the Bulls titles, but we've seen every other team win a championship here in our lifetime, except the Bears. And my dad, he tells me all the time that he wants to see me win a Super Bowl. And I feel like we already won one. But,
I know.
And I'm not saying they're going to go and win a championship. We're going to take a time out real quick. We're going to talk about the possible opponents for them. But first, let's show you the updated playoff bracket for college football and for the NFL. And the most important focus of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the Ryan Focus. Okay, we're just about done here on this episode. Before we do that, we want to talk. We recapped the game. Bears beat the Packers 31-27. Now we shift gears to who the Bears are playing next week. A week from today, ladies and gentlemen, next Monday was supposed to be Hello Cubs Con. We're gonna have to. I don't know when that's gonna air, folks. We're gonna be having another Bears post game, and guess what? I might be at a watch party, depending on when that game is, at Cubs Con, or it's gonna be Sunday. We'll figure it out. And I also we will announce on Friday's show the fan focus schedule and also everything else. We got so much stuff going on, but as you saw right there, the updated NFL brackets, the updated college football brackets. Brandon, who do you think's winning the college football, Miami or Indiana?
Indiana.
And both teams look really good, but Indiana's just on a different. Their head coach don't enjoy himself.
No, I mean,
cranky.
They took work to Alabama, took work to Oregon. And I didn't think Miami's defense was not as explosive as they were against the who they play, Ohio State, I think.
Yeah.
So that is a week from tonight.
Should be exciting there. And then the playoff bracket is not as updated when we're doing this. Brandon, as of now, we do not know who the opponent is. We know if the Eagles won yesterday, Eagles coming to Soldier Field next weekend. If the Niners upset, Niners are going to Seattle, and the Bears will welcome in the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams struggled with the Panthers. The Bears have beaten the Eagles. Is this a win-win for the Bears being at home?
I mean, yeah, I think, the Rams.
Rams are not the same Rams on the road, by the way.
No, they're not, and I mean, Matt Stafford had his shines at Soldier Field, ladies and gentlemen, when he used to play for the
Lions.
Play for the Lions, but he's more than that LA. So we'll find out as Bears will be sitting back watching.
It will be, but the Bears beat the Green Bay Packers for 2 times in a season. They beat the Packers in the playoffs. I love living in the state of Wisconsin, and we'll get to love living in the state of Wisconsin for the next year because there's nothing they could say. Bears lose next week, and that does not take this away from the Bears.
I would say if you think it was loud, if they ended up winning this weekend and going on to the NFC Championship game, oh boy.
Yeah, it could be exciting. And again, a week from today, we'll have another Bears focus. I might be from CubsCon when I film that. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. But Friday, we're going to update you on Chicago sports. By the way, Saturday night, what a night for Chicago sports. Bears win, Blackhawks win, Bulls win, Cubs sign Alex Bregman. January, what are we? Now it's January 10th, Saturday. Might go down as one of the biggest days in Chicago history. So Friday, full recap. Then next Monday, we'll have a Bears focus again. Brandon, you're joining me for Friday show. I'm joining you for Thursday show. We got Ringside Report. Anthony Smoothie's just a rumor on this show. Now, but so you and I will be talking a lot of Bears coming up over the next week or so. So I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see you on Friday. Well, Thursday, and I'll see you Friday.
Okay, sounds good, everyone. The Bears beat the Packers in the wild card round. They are ready. They are waiting to see if they're going to face I would predict they're facing the Eagles. We're watching.
Yeah, we had a showdown run day against the Philadelphia Eagles when we faced them.
I know, but they're going to be ready. And the Bears have gone away from the run game. I think it's because the Packers, by the way, did a really good job stopping the run.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles' defense is very good either.
No, and hopefully they can stop Saquon Barkley. But that's a story for Friday. We'll talk about that and Thursday. Folks, enjoy it. Folks, enjoy the rest of your week. And if you live in Wisconsin like we do, rub it into the Packer fans like they did to us. Grade that cheese. Keep doing it.
Rub it in all week.
I'm Ryan Yanishadis. This is the Hello Chicago Network. We are the focus of Chicago sports.